Zak Husein, a former student at the University of Akron, was a beloved member of UA's campus and the Akron community. On December 7, 2015, while working at his family's pizza shop, Zak suddenly had his life taken away. He was only 21 years old. The tragedy struck not only his family, but the entire Akron community. Zak was more than your average college kid. He was a role model, a leader, a hero. As an international business major at the University of Akron, Zak had plenty of relationships in the College of Business. In the morning of Zak's tragedy, members from the College of Business began organizing a memorial event in his honor. Doug Hauschnecht, a marketing professor who's better known as Dr. Doug, began the process in mid-January, which only started with a very small group.
I was a little concerned about how much we'd be able to pull together in a few short months. But when we got the group together and talked about what would be the right way to react to this, and immediately the concept came up of doing something that would be doing well for other people.
One of the students who attended that meeting back in January was Justin Cohen, a heavily involved student leader on campus, who had a special idea he wanted to share.
I was very familiar with the charity called Stop Hunger Now, and so I pitched that idea to do an event where we could have them come to our campus to honor Zak through that way, because Stop Hunger Now will come here and we can bring the whole community together to participate in the dedication and the actual volunteer work.
With only a few days remaining before the memorial event on April 19th, Dr. Doug, Justin, and a few other student leaders met inside the brand new Excel Center to finalize the agenda for the event. After months of planning, the day for Zak's event finally came. Hundreds of people filed into the student union ballrooms on campus, to the pleas of Dr. Doug and Justin.
It was an incredible feeling, it really was. I mean, no one was expecting for that many people to show up. We had about 400 people sign in, and we know that there was a lot more that did not sign in as well. So we're estimating at least 450, maybe up to 500 people had come to the event at one point or another.
The event was split into two segments, the first being the memorial event, where people stepped to the podium and spoke on behalf of Zak.
You have power to do great things in this world, and you should take those opportunities to do so.
One of the speakers was Zak's older brother, Amar, who shared an emotional and powerful speech.
I was only 30 to 40 feet away with two pistols, with a camera system, and with everything I needed to defend myself and to defend Zak. I wasn't able to. I held him in my arms in his final moments. Couldn't even get a word. Yes, we were able to say a few prayers, but that was it. I can't tell you the way it felt because there is no word powerful enough to describe the pain that I felt.
Even the president of the university, Scott Scarborough, made an appearance and shared a few words himself.
But today is not a day to grieve, it is a day to celebrate Zak and the legacy of his life. Today is Zak's triumph.
Sponsored by the nonprofit organization Stop Hunger Now, hundreds of volunteers put on their gloves, tied their hairnets, and began packing thousands of meals. Volunteers were split into teams and assigned to stations, forming a fluid and efficient operation. Justin's goal was to pack 40,000 meals within a few hours, and after only 2 hours of meal packing, their goal quickly became a reality. After more than 40,000 meals were all packed up, the late Zak Husein would have been extremely proud of everyone who made the event possible.
When I first met Zak's family, his brothers, sisters, cousins, they all had this look in their eye of such sadness. And at the event, that look was hope, and that made the most incredible satisfactory feeling in my heart to be able to see that. So personally, I felt so much joy just from that alone.
This has been Khalil Smith for Lights, Camera, Akron.